Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Retired Guy's Garage. Let me start this video by saying a huge shout out and a huge thank you to everybody, the subscribers, the viewers. When I started this channel, and Carl and I talked about it, I said, man, I think I'd be thrilled one day if I could look at my views and say, wow, I've actually had 100 people look at my videos. I thought that was going to be great. Well, we quickly hit 1,000. Bear in mind, I mean, by Vice Grip Garage standards and no nonsense, no house, big standards. Big shout out to those guys. They were, as I told you when I started this channel, they were a big driving force. Derek and Chris Brown, huge driving force behind me starting this channel, and I learned a lot from the two of them as to what kind of content would fly and what wouldn't. So, but when I started this channel, they were my driving force behind it. So, but my goodness, I looked at my views the other day and I have surpassed 10,000 views. That is absolutely incredible. Certainly wouldn't have been possible without all y'all. And from the bottom of my heart, and Carla as well, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you, because has surpassed my wildest dreams as to what I thought could be done with this channel. So thank you so much, and I just wanted to start this video by giving a huge shout out to y'all, because without y'all this wouldn't have been possible, and has given me kind of a renewed energy to maybe get out and do another video. And I know I haven't been as consistent as I'd like to be, but as I explained in a video before, it was so some life happened, and I had to get out and work a little bit more than I normally do, so this is kind of fallen by the wayside. But hopefully that's kind of calmed down a little bit now, and I can go back to being at least semi-retired anyway. But anyway, thanks again to y'all. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Carl and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the love and support you've shown us, and keep those comments coming as always. It's been wonderful. I promise you, I read every one of them, and I respond to them as I can. I know there's a couple of comments on the hot tub repair I haven't responded to yet, but I promise you I'm going to. So with that being said, today we are going to be working on what seems like an ongoing project. Is the zero turn. It's a Husqvarna Z254 zero turn mower. It's got the Kawasaki motor on it, not the Kohler motor, but this is the Kawasaki motor version of this mower. About 3 years old now, and the biggest complaint I have with this thing is this thing eats belts like they are going out of style. It is absolutely crazy to me how many belts I've gone through on this mower already. I've checked the pulleys, I've checked the alignment, everything seems to be okay. So I really don't know what's going on, other than the fact that it might just be a quirk of this mower. I really don't know. But I was cutting the grass the other day. I've been gone out on the road again, gotten back, and we've had a ton in the south. We have had a ton of rain over the last few weeks, and I can literally sit on the deck and watch the grass grow. It's growing so fast. So got back from where was I this last time? Good question. Where was I? Anyway, not important. Got back from Des Moines, Iowa. Actually, brought back a tandem axle Freightliner crane truck. Got back from that on Sunday, and I said, boy, grass was about to my eyeballs, and I said, gosh, man, before the city and the county gets after me, it's gonna be about time to cut some grass. So I did, cut the mower out, I got the zero turn out, started cutting some grass, and wouldn't you know it, I was cutting the drainage ditch in front of the house, and came up to the top of the drainage ditch, and it just chewed the drive belt out and spit it out. Chewed the drive belt up and spit it out again. So that's what we're going to work on today. apologize for the lengthy introduction, but I really did want to say thank you, and I know Carl wanted to say thank you as well, because we are just thrilled that you all are with us and have stuck with us and shown us the love and support that you have. We so much appreciate it. But back to the important matters at hand. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this one for today. I know we just did the blade belt at the beginning of the season. So this one is a separate belt, obviously, so this is going to require removal of the blade belt first, and then going to have to remove the PTO, the electric PTO clutch, because that's the only way to get the new drive belt on it. So we'll take you along for the ride. Hope you stick with me, and we'll get this in. And because on Sunday the grass was to my eyeballs, and well, now I haven't cut it. Luckily, I was able to use my free Troy-Bilt rider and got the front cut. So at least the only tall grass is in the backyard. Of course, I'm exaggerating. It's definitely, it's not my eyeballs, because we lose the dogs. That'd be bad. But so I really need to get the back grass cut. So I've got some time off up until I gotta go back to work Wednesday. So hopefully we'll get this thing fixed today. So without any further ado, let's get into this thing. Let's tear into it. Get this drive belt changed out. What I did was got on the old Amazon website. I love Amazon. Of course, I'll always drop links to the parts I use, just in case you do have a Husqvarna Z254, pretty popular mower for home use. I'll drop a link to the belt that I bought below. What I did this time around was spend a little bit more money. I think the last belts, the last one I only paid $12 or $13 for it, if I'm not mistaken, and it was just a standard duty belt. So gone ahead and I've ordered according to Amazon, heavy duty belt. So let's see what this one looks like. See what the difference is. I know the one that was on there was black, so that might be a difference, but I think this one's green. It is. Well, bluish green. We'll go with that. Anyway, this is allegedly a heavy duty belt, so hopefully this one will hang around a little bit longer than the last ones did. And boy, I tell you, that looks really short. Hopefully this is the right one. Anyway, stick with me. Let's get this thing jacked up and we'll tear into it, because this is a little bit more involved in the deck drive than the blade drive belt is. So let's get it done. Stick with me. Thanks. We are. I may have stated what I had to take off incorrectly. The PTO, the electric PTO, stays in place. However, there is a bracket here that bolts up to in the PTO area that I really don't know what it does, but that's what I had to take off. So the PTO stayed in place. There's just two bolts right there hold it in place. So the drive belt is a automatic tensioner, which is right down there. See that big long spring right there? So that is an automatic tensioner for the drive belt, and it has to be put in the off position in order to be able to get the belt on. So the trick that I came up with to do that was I put a ratchet strap on the belt, or I'm sorry, on the tensioner bolt right there, and I ran it around here, hooked it up to my hitch, and I ratchet strapped that out so that it would stay in the off position, so that I can get the belt routed around down there. So that's kind of my trick for doing this. I learned that trick on the first time I did this. You could, of course, take the spring off altogether. It's very easy to remove and then just move it out of the way, but I just feel it's easier to do it this way. That way everything's in place. Once you go to put it back together, you can just loosen the ratchet strap and then the belt will be adjusted and ready to go. So anyway, that's where we're at. I got to get that belt rooted around in there. I got to figure out which way it goes again, because I don't remember. Because the belt's gone. This is all that's left of it. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Yep, that is what's left of the belt. The rest is in the trash. So that's what's left. Anyway, Go ahead, stick with me. We'll get this belt on. I'll take you under there in just a second once I get situated under there, and we'll get that belt put on. Run it around as soon as I figure out which way it goes. Stick with me. All right, we are back and just about finished up. You can see this the new belt up here, that nice cool bluish green color. We've gotten the whole routing thing figured out. I've still got the strap holding off tension on the belt just until I get back up top here real quick. And we've got this bracket back in. I actually went ahead and got rid of the self-locking nuts on these bolts, only because they're such a pain to work with sometimes, and this is one of those times. So I just put some regular old nuts on there along with some lock washers. And basically what this bracket does, I said I didn't know what it does. Of course I was being funny, but what this bracket does is that this isn't, like I said, this is an electric PTO. Here's the cable, here's the wire for it right here. I've unplugged it because you got to put the belt around it first. You got to put this through the belt in order to be able to get the belt on. What this does is it just stops the PTO when you engage it from just spinning around in circles and doing absolutely nothing. So that's what that does. So we've got the drive belt back on. Like I said, I haven't taken the ratchet strap off yet in order to be able to let it self-tension itself. And then the only other thing I've got to do, and I've already gone over this in the other video, or replace the deck belt, is get the deck belt adjustment reset, and we'll be good to go. So that is it for this video. The only thing we've got left is to give this thing a good cleaning because it's filthy. So like I said, that is going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it more than you'll ever know. It means a lot to us. Like I said earlier, the love and support y'all have shown us on this channel has been overwhelming, to say the least. So thank you again for watching. This was just a quick video. Like I kind of like to go over what happened and about how long it took me, and prices and costs and that kind of thing. So I mean, this took me about an hour, of course, you know, and that's including the taking the time out to stop and start the filming, that kind of thing. So it took me about an hour. So realistically, I'm filthy. Realistically, yeah, probably maybe 45 minutes or so to put that belt on. And I mean, that a very simple, relatively simple repair that, and it's just going to save you so much money in the long run. Have it loaded up, take it to the shop, get it fixed. Oh, talk to bye. Wait for them to get it fixed, get the part, whatever. Amazon overnighted it. I mean, it was here the next day. I was working anyway, so I couldn't get to it till today, but that's okay. About a half hour, 45 minutes of my time to change that belt out, and just the money it saved me alone, and transport costs and labor costs is well worth a half hour, 45 minutes of my time. So hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. One thing I kind of wanted to touch on real quick. Well, before I do that, let me get into costs. Like I said, I went with the heavy duty belt. First belt I bought, or the last belt I bought, I should say. This is probably my third or fourth drive belt I've gone through. I think the last belt I bought was, I don't know, $13, $14-ish, somewhere thereabouts, and that was just a standard duty belt. This heavy duty belt, let's hope it lasts longer. It would be great to get a whole season out of one belt. That would be phenomenal, really. I would be happy with that, to be able to just change it once a year. But the heavy duty belt, clearly, comparing the belts side by side, the difference is night and day in the two belts. That one was, I think, with taxes and stuff. With tax, I think that one was $33. But like I said, got on the old Amazon website on Tuesday when she spit it all over the front lawn, and ordered it, and it was here on Wednesday, ready for me to do today. So anyway, one other thing I kind of wanted to touch on before I let y'all go. Listen, like y'all know, I'm in Georgia. It's hot down here. Working outside is almost unbearable. Props to anybody who does lawn service, police officers, of course, all our public safety. Hats off to all our public safety folks that are having to work outside in this heat, law enforcement, firefighters, etc. lawn care folks, delivery folks. If you're having to work outside in this heat here in Georgia, it's almost unbearable. It really is. I've been out here for about an hour and a half, and I'm, I'm sure I'm drenched. So, but of course, most importantly, when you're out in the heat, I know everybody tells you this, but stay hydrated, of course. Unfortunately, I don't have the best hydration out here. I'm still on coffee. It's I'm still in coffee mode, but so not the best. But anyway, one of the things that saves me, and it seems like an extravagant investment, but it really isn't. A couple of years ago, actually before we moved here, so it's got to be 3 or 4 years ago now, I bought one of these Max Air Pros fan for the shop, and man, I'll tell you what a difference that makes in just keeping you at least cool to be able to work out here while I'm working on the zero turn today. So I got this off Facebook Marketplace, believe it or not, and I want to say I think I paid $75 for it if I remember correctly. So seems like an extravagant investment, but I'm telling you, it helps more than you know. So if you're going to be working outside in the shop today, or in the next few days, like I said, it's in the mid 90s. We've got heat indexes well over closing in on 110. I know the heat index yesterday they were saying was 110. So luckily I was in the air conditioning yesterday, so I didn't have to worry about it as much as folks working outside. So as always, again, thank you so much for watching. It means more than you'll ever know. We sure appreciate it. If you like the content I'm providing, of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can hit me on socials. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube at the Retired Guys Garage. And, make sure you hit the like button if you liked the video. If you didn't like it, hey, hit that thumbs down and say, that was not your best work, Jeff. Really, seriously, do better. Anyway, but if you liked it, by all means, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you leave comments, like I said before. I read them all and respond to them as quickly as I can. So until the next time, y'all be safe and take care. Thanks again for watching.